Good morning. Good morning. You're welcome to our today's class. We are still on the course B8252, Basic Dispensing Theory 3. And we are still on the topic emulsion. So we continue from where we stopped in our last class. In our last class, we stopped at the classifications of emulsion. Classification of what? Emulsion. So we'll take it off from there. Specifically, we concluded it with nano emulsions. When I made mention of nanotechnology, drug delivery system, that one is beyond your level, but at least mentioning it will open your mind towards that, so that tomorrow if you hear such thing, it not be new to you. Yeah. All right. So let's just go to the uses and application of emulsion in what? Pharmacy. We have already discussed that, but I don't think you are aware that we discussed this subtopic now. When I was talking about uses in different words, in food industries, in pharmaceutical industry, in cosmetics, true of us. So I gave you examples, but let me just officially just mention one or two things there at a passing without wasting time. So here, basically, pharmaceutically, emulsion is used in the formulation of liquid dosage forms. Why? Because it is utilized to enhance solubility and bioavailability. Remember, some drugs are lipophilic, some drugs are hydrophilic. And this whole thing, that what makes up emulsion, we have the liquid phase and solid, and the oil phase and oil and water phase, using a emulsifier to ensure that they come together. Now, any emulsifying agent must have these two properties. Balance. For it to be balanced, you have some hydrophilic parts and hydrophobic parts, so that no matter what happens, that this thing we call HLB, hydrophil lipophil balance of any emulsifying agent. This HLB is used to actually grade emulsifying agents in terms of their ability to balance the liquid phase and the oil phase and the water phase. When you say hydrophilic, you know what we mean. Water liking, right? So hydrophil, lipophil balance, HLB. If you see, most of these emulsifying agents have their HLB. I just mentioned it for you to know, in case you see it tomorrow. Am I communicating? That's the meaning. So if they check it, okay, this one has HLB of so amount, okay, this one is good, or this one is not so good for this particular preparation. That is what they use to classify or grade emulsifying agent. Am I communicating? So the point I'm trying to make is that pharmaceutically, emulsion is actually used to enhance the solubility and bioavailability of hydrophobic drugs. You know what hydrophobicity is? If you say that something is hydrophobic, that means that thing doesn't like water, or that thing does not dissolve in water. Phobic. If you have phobia for something, that means you don't like that something, or maybe you react to that thing, or maybe that thing you are afraid of that thing. Am I communicating? So if you say that something is hydrophobic, it means that the thing is not water friendly, or it's not soluble in water. Am I communicating? So if you, because of the nature of this emulsifying agent used in preparation of emulsion is there to actually help drugs, active ingredients, active ingredients that are what? Hydrophobic. It helps to enhance their what? Solubility and their what? Bioavailability. Are we together? Now, they are also used in nutritional products, like oil in water emulsion for parenteral nutrition. Oil in water emulsion for parenteral nutrition. You know what parenteral nutrition is, right? Yes. We have emulsion for parenteral nutrition. It should be oil in water. Why shouldn't it be water in oil?
Because the water moves more than the oil.
Yes, apart from that, anything like entering the what? IV should be what? Yeah. Am I communicating? Even say enough fat in the bloodstream is not even enough oil or fat in the bloodstream is not even good for the system. Have you ever seen them injecting oil injection IV oily? Have you ever seen IV oil injection? Most oil injection are what? I am true of us. Am I communicating? So you should what? Oil in what? Water emulsion for parenteral. So it's used as a nutritional. You know that parenteral nutrition is for nutritional supplements. Those that cannot feed. True of us? True of us? Yes. So we have what we call total parenteral nutrition. TP what? N. Total parenteral what? Nutrition. They gain the same nutrient or even more than self. You that eat normal food, but the difference is that they don't feel it in their what? Mouth. True of us, they may even gain more nutrient than you say, because sometimes you may eat not junks, say that we are eating. True of us, we eat junks up and down and say that we are eating, and some of them may even eat normal good food, but on getting to the GIT, the absorption may not be that perfect, wonderful. True of us. So there are different factors that will make you not to get the required what? Nutrients. But this one is that it has been calculated that so nutrients, so is in this particular what? TPN. Now this is the amount of nutrient that is entering the system. You know what's entering in this system now is now nutrition. Is now the nutrient, not the food itself. Because if you eat the food itself, the food will digest, break down to the catabolism will take place. It will get to what? The nutrients before it can be what? Absorbed. True of us. Digestion first. You may not get to the level of metabolism, but something like digestion may take place. Then assimilation, the nutrients will now be what? Assimilated. After eating whatever, it will still break down to what? Glucose. True of us. But then that glucose is what is another nutrient, amino acid is what is passed to their system through the what? Parenteral nutrition. So these things can be what? Emulsion can be used to do what? Deliver those things. Does it make sense? Alright, you don't have topical application. Topically, we discussed that here, right? We discussed that in our last class, where you have your creams and what? Lotions. Creams and in fact, whenever you mention emulsion, emotion have been, both the creams and lotion, all those things are emotional. Both creams, lotion, all those things, they are all emotion. But because of the recently, emotion has been limited to oral internal one. Am I communicating that? Whenever you mention emotion, what comes to our mind is what? The internal, the one you take orally. Basically, that's what comes to your mind. But cream, lotion, those ones are emulsion for external use. Am I communicating? By the time we get to cream and lotion, you understand why I said that they are also emulsion. But whenever we mention, just like this one you call pastries. Pastries is actually suppository. Are you aware? Pastry is also what? Suppository. But because it's actually vaginal suppository. The general name has always been suppository, but with time now, it was now limited to only rectal suppository is now taken as what? Suppository. But all of them are what? Suppository. But the one they put in the urethra, in the ear, all those ones are what? Suppository. But because of with evolution, development, they now limited it. You look as if whenever you mention suppository, the only thing that comes to mind is one you put in your what? Anus. So the same thing happens to what? Emotion. Each time you mention emotion, bam, what comes to your mind is what? The one you take orally. Not, we forget that cream is also what? Emotion. Am I communicating? Yes. So those ones are emotion for external use. All right, let's continue. So, and for topical application, in here you see your what? Your creams and what? Lotions. Creams and lotions, which are what? Emotion. Creams and lotions, which are what? Emotion, are commonly employed in dermatological what? Products. They are commonly employed in what? Dermatological products. What are you doing? They are commonly employed in what? Dermatological products for improved skin absorption and texture. So, have you not seen it now? These ones are also what? Emotion. But just have it at the back of your mind in case you have maybe a kind of encounter tomorrow. Know that they are also what? Emotion. Because it will sound so foolish. Maybe when you graduate or start working, you go somewhere they say that cream is say which one is cream, and you'll be arguing ignorantly that cream is not a what? Emotion. It will sound somehow. Three of us. That's why I'm telling us all this is now. So we know.
Most emotion stuff we are seeing that are externals. Most emotion stuff we are seeing that are externals.
Example.
External source.
Example.
Like let me just say like for example in the pharmacy most emotional drugs are from the externals.
Example. Give me example. It's not true. Give me example. Let me think.
Those applicable stuff now. Okay, let me say something like solution. Something like creams.
You know, I said now cream is emotion for external now. I said that all those things are they are all emotions. But now, if you mention emotion, what comes to your mind is the one you do what? You take orally. But those ones are emotion too. Yes.
That's what I'm trying to get. You know, for some people, when they mention emotion, it's something they take through them. But for me, when you mention emotions, I see it as an external use.
Okay. We have emotion for internal use, emotion for external use. You see, when you have powder for internal use, we also have powder for what? We have solution for internal use, solution for external use. Does it make sense? Mm-hmm. All right, so now let's look at the benefits of emotion for oral administration. Benefits of emotion for oral administration. We'll still do advantages and disadvantages of emotion in detail. I just want to mention one or two things here, just specifically for oral. Maybe in our next class in week 4 or so, we talk about, maybe in week 4 we'll start week 4 with advantages and what. We just articulate all the advantages and disadvantages together. But I'm just mentioning. I just want to mention one or two things on the what benefits of emotion in oral use. Now, for oral drug delivery, we have the emotion has the following benefits. One is improved solubility. Improved what? Solubility. We have discussed that, right? When I say that emotion has what? Solubility of what? So if something that is lipophilic, there's high tendency that thing is also hydrophobic. True or false? Something that is lipophilic, there's high tendency that thing is also what? Hydrophobic. Do you agree with me? Yeah. If something is lipophilic, there's high tendency that the thing will also be what? Hydrophobic. True or false? Yes. So now that's why I use lipophilic here instead of hydrophobic I used before. Now, it enhances what? Solubility of what? Lipophilic what? Drugs. Now, this will enhance their what? Absorption in the what? Gastrointestinal tract. This will enhance their what? Absorption in the what? Good morning. Gastrointestinal tract. The absorption in the what? Gastrointestinal tract. So another point I want to make is that emulsion emulsion also helps in what? Test masking. You know what test masking is? Test masking, to mask the taste, right? To improve compliance. Maybe drugs that are naturally bitter or have taste that is not pleasant. Am I communicating? So you can use the emulsion to mask the what? The taste. Is that clear? You can use the emulsion to do what? To mask what? The test, so that the patient can do what? Use the what? Medicine. Are we together? Masking. Mask. M-A-S-K. There's no marker here. Masking. Thank you. Masking. Test masking. Mask. To mask a test. Are we together? To mask the test, so that the patient can easily do the what? Take it. So as to, at the end, you improve what? Compliance. Because some people, once the drug medicine has one kind test, they will not take it again. True of us. If you like, preach from now till tomorrow, they will not do what? Take it. So how? Yes. So emulsion can mask unpleasant taste of certain drugs, thereby improving patient what? Compliance. Now, emulsion is also used as in control release. Have you heard of control release drugs? Medicine, control release medicine. Have you heard of that? You've not heard of control release medicines? You know, if you take a medicine, the medicine will enter your system, right? Be it tablets, be it suspension, or whatever dosage form it is, it will enter your system, right? Now, if it is tablet, it will disintegrate, dissolution will take place, then the active ingredient will do what? Come out from the what? The medicine, right? Now, if it is solution or if it is liquid form, no need for disintegration, right? But ultimately, the active ingredient will need to leave the what? The medicine. True of us, the active will have to leave medicine and enter the what? The bloodstream and be what? Absorbed. True of us. Now, when this active ingredient is what? Absorbed, you can, through drug design, through dosage design for pharmaceutics, you can formulate the medicine in such a way that you control how the active ingredient is what? Released. Some of them can be prolonged release. So it can be what? Prolonged what? Release. They can be released over period of what? Time. True of us. Gradually they will be seeping out over period of what? Time. Maybe that's why there are some, even your normal diclofenac, there are some they will tell you that they will tell you take one daily. There's one they take it, maybe that one is 100 milligram. They ask you to take it one daily. There's one that's 50 milligram. Take it one morning, one afternoon, or maximum one morning, one afternoon, one night. 50 milligram maximum daily dose of diclofenac is 150 milligram. That's the maximum daily dose of diclofenac, 150 milligram. Higher, the maximum you can take it is what? One morning, 50 milligram morning, 50 milligram afternoon, and 50 milligram in the what? Evening or night, as case may be. Now, but there are some that are formulated as SR. Have you ever seen a tablet written SR? SR. It means sustained release. What it means is that maybe if you take that one, it is formulated in such a way that the active ingredient will be released small over 24 hours. These are what it is inbuilt in the what? Tablet or the emotional, as the case may be. Is that clear? Now, there are some that are called delayed release. It's not sustained. It's not being released with small. That one is delayed. Maybe you see that one in coated tablet more. Maybe if the drug will be destroyed in the stomach, they coat it in such a way that its release will be what? Delayed until it enters the small intestine, which is alkaline a bit, right? Then it will now be, because that is where they want it to act, not in the stomach. Because not in the stomach, and if they don't do that thing, if they don't formulate it to bypass the stomach, it will be attacked by the gastric juice, the acidic environment in the stomach. But when it now gets to the intestine, it will now, small intestine, it will now do what? Disintegrate. That is where they want it to act. Am I communicating? So that one is what? Delayed release. So that's what I'm trying to explain. What I said, control. Control is there are different way around it, depending on what you want to achieve. The point that you are controlling the way the active ingredient is released from the medicine. So emotion can also apply such. So in emotion can also be formulated. Emotion can also be formulated to allow what? Sustained release of the active ingredients. So that's what I'm making. Emotion can also be formulated. That one is the science of dosage form design. Science of dosage form design is called pharmaceutics. That is a branch of pharmacy. Pharmaceutics. Huh?
Can also be formulated.
It can be formulated to control the release of the active ingredients. So that formulation, that design, whatever that is put in that for formulation to be able to do that, can be done in the area of pharmacy we call what? Pharmaceutics. That is science of dosage form design. Dosage form, good morning. Science of dosage form design. Science of what? Dosage form design. Is that clear? So that's we have a branch of what? Pharmacy. We have other branches of pharmacy. We have the pharmaceutical chemistry. We have pharmaceutical microbiology, as case may be. Are we together? Science of what? Dosage form design. There are some things you will not see in your handout. I am dishing out in the class. So take seriously whatever is you are hearing, you hear here. Don't joke with them. Am I communicating?
Yes, sir.
Yes, you get a why. Everything must not be in the what? Handout. There are some things you must come to the class to sit down and do what? Here. True of us? Yes. So take whatever that is coming out from my mouth seriously. Some I did not plan to talk. Some I did not plan to talk about them. Some I just brought them up to be able to help you understand what the concept I'm trying to introduce. But so far it has come out from my mouth. Sorry, you may see it in your exam, even in your quiz. Are we together? So don't say that one doesn't concern me. It concerns what? You. That's why I said, hold your pen and your jotter and be putting it down. If you cannot put it down, record it. If you cannot put it down, do what? Record it. Do one. So let's continue. So I said that we have pharmaceutics. We have other branches. But once they are the one that will here now in this pharmacy, what we do mainly here is to try to find out how can we design this dosage form, this medicine, so that we can deliver this active ingredient intact into the system for it to exert its what? Function, its activity, its pharmacological what? Impact. Am I communicating? That's what pharmaceutics is trying to do. So it's possible to see control how this active ingredient is what? Released. Because if active ingredient is not released, let's assume you take tablets of paracetamol tablets. And paracetamol tablets, you take the paracetamol tablet and you go to toilet, and after pooing, you check that your paracetamol is also enters your what? Toilet. Did the paracetamol enter your system? The active ingredient is not in your system, because the paracetamol did not disintegrate. True of us. It not do what? Disintegrate. But it must first of all disintegrate for the paracetamol inside the tablet to do what? Come out and enter your what? System. So informatics is all this, everything, cracking brain, trying to see how we can design it so that we can deliver the what? Activity. That's what we do here. But in informatical technology, having designed the dosage form here now in pharmaceutics, in pharmaceutical technology, that is where we now start doing mass producing it. Am I communicating? Trying to manufacture it, maybe in large quantity, formulating it based on what has been designed in what? Pharmaceutics. Am I communicating? That's basically what happens. So let's continue. So now, in trying to compare emulsion, remember I said I will talk about advantages and what? Disadvantages in our 4th week lecture, but I want to cap everything I've been telling you since in one what? Table, so that you can glance it. You can look at them at what? At a glance. But if you have been following this class, at least you'll be able to mention five advantages if you have been following this class. But I will do it so that you can, there are some people that are not very good at deducing things from what they are reading. But at this level, we are not supposed to be. It's primary school that we telling you all these things. Primary school, drawing the table for you. Now here is an advanced class. If you are given a material, you can go through it and be able to seep out, true of us, which one is advantage and which one is what? Disadvantage. That's how to study. True of us. That is how to study. But I'll do it so that to help our weaker brethren. Now, what's that? Oh, yeah. All right, so let's look at a kind of a bit comparison between the word emulsion and other dosage forms. Something like, in terms of what? Solubility. Emulsions are generally more stable than what? Suspension. They are generally what? More stable than what? Suspension. Because suspension, over time, they can do what? Separate over time. Anyway, emulsion we're talking about is the emulsion that they actually use good what? Emulgent. Am I communicating? Emulsifying. If you use a very good emulsifying agent, it can stay over a long time, longer than what? Suspension. That's the point I'm making. Because a good emulsifying agent, we keep the what? The emulsion very, very what? Stable. Very, very what? Stable. Very, very what? Stable. Why they come late to class today? It's fine. Very, very what? Stable. You're not writing. Why? You collect. So you are right and collect.
No, I'm not sure.
Okay. All right. So now, in terms of bioavailability.
Sorry, I just want to know where we are.
Okay, you are pressing phone. He was pressing phone. Then, okay, what happened? Tell me what happened. No, I said that in terms of. No, I'm comparing emulsion to other dosage forms, specifically liquid dosage form. Especially the one that it shares something in common. You know that emulsion and the suspension are heterogeneous what? Mixtures. True of us. They are both what? Heterogeneous what? Mixtures. So I'm comparing the two of them. Emulsion is more stable than what? Suspension. Suspension over time can do what? Separate. But emulsion, if you use good emulsifying agent, over time it remain what? Stable. That's the point I'm making.
Emotion and heterogeneous also exist. You said emotion and heterogeneous.
Motion and suspension are heterogeneous mixtures.
They are suspension and heterogeneous mixture.
Yes.
I thought it was homogeneous. I wrote homogeneous.
Homogeneous. Emotion. Says who? Is that what we discussed in our first class? What do we
Stable ones
discuss?
are homogeneous.
Which one?
Other based on stability.
Basically, emotion are heterogeneous. If something is stable, am I communicating? We are trying to use that homogeneity, not to talk about the coming together of the what? The oily phase and the what? Liquid phase. But that doesn't make emotion a homogeneous mixture, because it's not actually the inside it. We have two phases. Because if any active ingredient is introduced, if any active ingredient is introduced, the normal thing, the interaction between the two phases will still be there. Am I communicating? Yes, the interaction. That's why whether it is lipophilic active ingredient you introduced, it will also do what? Make it what? Soluble, because the emulsion has the what? The lipophilic side and the what? Hydrophobic side. Hydrophilic side. Is that clear? So that doesn't make emulsion a homogeneous mixture. Emulsion and suspension are heterogeneous mixtures. So in terms of bioavailability, emulsion often have enhanced bioavailability of lipophilic drugs. Emulsion have enhanced bioavailability of lipophilic drugs better than better than solution. What it means is that if you have a lipophilic drug, it will have better bioavailability when formulated as emulsion than when formulated as what? Solution. That's what I'm making. Is that clear? As a solution, you know that as emulsion, because of the emulsion there, so lipophilic drugs can easily do what? Blend. True of us. Yes, and have enhanced availability when compared with what? This lipophilic drug in what? As what? As a what? Solution. Someone asked me 2 examples of what? Lipophilic drug. Find out. It's easy. Google, Baba, you see it. Hello? Are we together? Are we together? Now, in terms of dosing, when comparing emulsion and solid dosage form, though not all solid dosage form anyway, because actually, basically, solid dosage form like tablets, those will have a very consistent and clear-cut amount. You can actually dose them properly because you know exactly what you measure. Am I communicating? Yeah, but not all others like powder, all those ones. When drug is formulated as emulsion, they have more consistent content of the active ingredient, better when compared with other solid dosage forms. But not all solid dosage forms. Things like powder now, you know powder has its variabilities. You've done powder, right? You did powder in your first year, right? Is it first year or first semester, second year? which one has more consistent content of active ingredient? Is it the divided powder or the bulk powder? Which one?
Sorry for the
Has more consistent? Wow. Bulk powder. Please, Emulsion can provide, I'm coming there, more consistent dosing compared to solid dosage form. Not all, anyway. It can provide more consistent dosing where compared to solids. Not all the solid dosage form. Things like powder is okay. I agree with powder. Please, I hope you know that I'm not dictating notes. Hope you know. I've already explained this. I mentioned it up to 3 times. You will not put it down there. And you want me to call notes before you write. More consistent what? Dosing compared with what? Solid dosage form. But not all. I gave you an example. I say something like tablet is consistent. Am I communicating? But do you know why it's like that? Because this solid dosage form like powder may have varying what amount of active what ingredient. They may have varying amount of active ingredient. And I ask you a question. I said between bulk powder and divided powder, which one has more consistent content of active ingredients? Why did you say divided? Who said that divided?
Because some is
Divided is not always the last one.
Eh?
But in bulk powder, you're supposed to know that activate
Why are you laughing?
it's more than the active.
Wait, why are you laughing? This your laughter. Where is it coming from? I say, why are you laughing? Someone is asking a question, you are laughing. Why are you laughing? Stand up. Stand up. I don't understand. Then why are you laughing now? Then why are you laughing? Are we doing jamboree here? Someone is trying to explain, articulate, and you are laughing. Does it make sense? No, don't sorry me. Why are you laughing? I want to know why you're laughing. I ask you a question, you don't answer the question. Someone is asking, you are laughing. I answer it. Tell me the reason why. We are listening. Tell us. We are in a serious business and somebody is making his contribution. You are only to listen to the person and see if there's anything you can contribute, and you are laughing. Now, I give it to you now, your answer. You cannot answer now. But you are busy laughing, opening at 32. Are they even up to 32 self? Are you sure they are up to 32? No wonder. I am not surprised. Sit down. Please, if somebody, it's not easy to contribute. I like my class too. I like a contributing class. Somebody is contributing. Encourage the person. All the best you can do is to put down points or listen to what the person is saying. If you think that what the person is saying doesn't really make sense, and you have a better contribution, after the person must have finished his own, you do what? You raise your hand and do what? I give you opportunity to talk, not laughing. Please, let us respect ourselves, please. Doesn't make sense at all. Okay, actually, of course, you know that you have the divided powder. As you are dividing it now, you know exactly the amount of at least the weight of the powder you are wrapping. Two of us. In each of the other, the folded paper or the sealed sachet, as case may be. You know the exact quantity you are doing what you are weighing, and you know exactly the content of the active ingredient that should be in that particular what quantity, provided you mixed properly, uniformly. Because if you don't mix properly, the active ingredient will not be uniformly what distributed. True of us is when you mix properly. That's when the active ingredient will do what. Let's assume that the entire powder. Let's assume that the entire powder weight. Let's assume that the weight of the active ingredient alone is 10 grams, for example, now, right? And the entire weight of both the active ingredients and all the excipients, everything is what? 1,000 what gram. Let's assume that the 100 grams, as the case may be. Let's assume that everything is 10 grams in 100 grams. This is the weight of the active ingredient, right? And this is the weight of all the product itself, both the active ingredients and all the excipient is 100 grams. So if you mix properly, if you blend properly, that's why I said that mixing is a rate limiting step in compounding or formulation, as case may be. If you mix properly, the active ingredient will be uniformly distributed. So what it means is that if you take out, so everything here is 100 grams, right? Not 110. Hope you know.
Yes.
That means if you take out 10 grams of the entire 10 grams of the entire product, what will actually be inside it? What do you think will be the amount of the active ingredient inside it? 10 grams. 1 gram, right? Right? And other experience with what? 9 grams. Is that clear? So if you mix properly, but if you mix nonsense, sorry, you may take some 10 grams. You may not even contain active ingredients. You contain only the what? Excipients. Yes. And you may take another 10 grams. It will contain 9 grams of the active ingredients and 1 gram of the what? Excipient. Yes, because you did not mix what? Properly. You are gossiping when we are blending. Like what some of you do in the lab, you go there and be gisting. And if you allow you carry it and enter where you are working tomorrow, you must compose yourself. This happens. So you mix your what? Properly so that they can blend. Are we together? So if you mix properly, each time 1 gram you take, each 10 grams of this you take must contain what? 1 gram of the active ingredient and the 9 grams of the what? Excipient. Now, in divided powder, because you mix properly and you are taking this small quantity, it will be more consistent. True of us? Yes. Unlike when it's big in bulk, right? It will be more consistent. Is that clear? So that's why drugs that are packaged as the divided powder are mainly those that whose concentration is of importance. Very, very, very important. Mainly for internal use. But most of this one they have in bulk, most of them are for external use. Even though we still have some that you some antacid you can still pour in water and take. But that one, their dosing may not. This thing is not that. It's not important to, but it's not that very, very important as far. Those that are in what? Divided what? From. That's the point I'm making. Is that clear? All right. So now, let's look at our week 3. What we have in week 3, we are done with 1 and 2. Let's look at week 3. Let's look at classification of what? Emulsifying agents. Let's look at classification of what? Emulsifying agents. Let's look at classification of what? Emulsifying agents. Classification. I don't want to go too advanced because classification of emulsifying agent is very vast. So, but I want to limit our listening to this level. Maybe if you are interested, as you come up, you grab those ones. Because if I remain there, if I talk too much on that, we'll remain there for weeks. There are a lot of things in what? Classification of emulsifying agent. Good morning. See how they are working, latecomers. They are working as if they own the class. They are working as if they own the class. 9 o'clock class, you are coming by after 10. You are what? You did what? Devotion. What type of devotion you are doing alone? I'm saying now, what type of devotion only few people are doing? That means there's something wrong somewhere. For few people to do devotion, something is what? Wrong somewhere. Maybe they want to implant the Spirit of God in you. That's because something is wrong somewhere. True or false? True or false? It's true. There's something you do not do well or not doing well. So what is that? Tell me, I want to know. What is that you do not do well or are not doing well? Which one? What's that? Why? You came there. Hey, I said it. You committed. You thought you will escape it. But now they have left it behind. All right, let's continue. So let's look at. I just have and I bring this in that will suit your level with time. As you come up, you go more into that. Now let's look at. We classify emulsifying agents. We classify emulsifying agents according to their what? Origin and mechanism of what? Action or their use as case may be. According to their what? Origin and their use or mechanism of action. Origin or their use. We have mentioned that in the first week. According to their origin, we have natural what? Emulsifier, right? Emulgent, emulsifying agent. True or false? We have natural one. So this one are derived from plant or animal source, right? They are derived from plant or what? Animal source. Here you will see your lecithin, your acacia, gum acacia. Is that clear? Even gum arabia as case may be. So all those ones are what? They are what? They are natural. Is that clear? They are what? Natural. There are many of them, but I'm just bridging them. Then we have synthetic. I told you about synthetic, right? They are synthesized from the scratch. Anything synthetic is from the what? Scratch. So we are chemically what? Synthesized agents. They are chemically synthesized agents. They are chemically synthesized agents. We give an example of them, so let's not waste our time there. Then we also have semi-synthetic ones. Semi-synthetic ones. Semi-synthetic one. Did I explain what you mean by when something is semi-synthetic in this class? No. Okay, I did not. Okay, when something is said to be semi-synthetic, what it means is that the nucleus or the natural one is still there. The core of the natural one is still there, but they may just add or remove one of the what? Substituents. Okay, maybe let me use something like. Let me use something like, of course, you know you are organic chemistry, right? Yeah. Let's assume we have this. I'm just trying to explain something. Let's assume we have this existing naturally. What is this in organic chemistry? What is this? Ethane. Are you serious? Is that so? A thing. A thing. You mean this? You mean this? It's not a thing now, it's what? Is what? This one is what?
A thing. So that's what I was saying.
This one is what?
Now it's a thing.
This one is what?
Why the other one is a time? This one is a thing.
This one is what?
A thing.
She changing it now. Sharp there. Now, okay, now let's assume here now. Let's assume here. You just look at this and carry out a reaction that leads to maybe, okay, let me make it trace so that we don't go and start creating branches. Maybe you now added CH3 here, okay? Maybe you carry out a reaction that lead to your what? Methylation, right? This is what? Methylation. And added CH3 here, right? Now, and this is number one. Number two, your target is to synthesize this. But you now, instead of getting propane, right, and methylate it, you now go and look for other ingredients, other reactants that will help you to synthesize propane from the scratch. That one you did here is what? Synthetic. Is what? The product is what? Synthetic. But the one you just modified, just added something, added a substituent here. The core is still there. You only added a what? Substituent. It's called what? Semi-synthetic. Is that clear? So it happens in drug synthesis. So semi-synthetic drugs, they just get the natural one and subject it to one or two chemical reactions to maybe add a substituent or remove a substituent. You know your popular artemisinin. Artemisinin is in the market. True of us. Artemisinin is a what? In the market, right? As a drug, right? We also have dihydro artemisinin. True of us. Without being told, what do you think is the difference between these two from the name? Yes. So what substituent group do you think that was added there? That what? What is it now? Hydro is what? What? Is it water?
Yes.
Organic chemistry and oil. Is it water?
Yes.
Hey! Who said that? 2 molecules. Is it 2 molecules or? Who said that? Dihydro.
Yes.
Hydrogen. So I'm trying to look at the nucleus, which is at termination in the core is still there. True of us. Am I communicating? So now, the synthetic ones, those ones are produced by modification of natural ones, okay, that retain emulsifying properties. So the natural one, you just modify it. Just semi-synthetic is more of a modification. Maybe sometimes that modification, hope you know that this modification may be mainly what lead to this modification. If not, there have no need for this modification. Are you aware? But what lead to this modification? Maybe they have discovered that the modified one, the semi-synthetic one, has better activity than the former one. Okay, there's an edge it has over the other one. That's why they do what? They modify it by adding or removing one or more what substituent what groups. Am I communicating? Now, so these ones are modified natural substances that retain emulsifying properties. You see things like sorbitol esters, polysorbate, 80 as case may be. These ones are what? Are semi-synthetic, polysorbate 80. Now, emulsifying agent can also be classified based on their use. Call it mechanism of action, you not get it wrong, you're not wrong. Based on their uses, you see things under this. We have the primary emulsifying agent and secondary emulsifying agent. Under this, we have the primary and the what? The secondary. Under this, we have the primary and the secondary. There are some natural that you may still see in primary or see them in what? Secondary. There are synthetic you may still see in primary and what? Secondary. These are two different categorizations, okay? That doesn't mean that all natural must not be what? Primary. All a synthetic must not be what? Secondary. You can still see some synthetic that are even in primary. So the criteria for this classification is different. The first one is based on their origin, where they come from. This one is based on their what? Uses, okay? How they are used and why they are being used. So we have the primary emulsifying agent and the what? Secondary emulsifying agent. By the time we go into emulsion preparation, there's what is called primary emulsion. We discuss how to make even though it's not a practical class, but I'll try as much as possible to make it a bit realistic so that when you go to your practical class, it will be easy for you. It will also help the person that will teach you practical not to stress himself. Am I communicating? So I'll try to, even though we're not doing practical, but I'll try to make it the lecture a kind of practical oriented, so you can visualize it and be able to understand. When you now enter lab, it will be easy for you to do what? Do. Is that clear? Yeah, so but that's what is called primary emulsion. Primary what? Emulsion. So that's, you prepare primary emulsion first before going to what? Am I communicating? So if you get your primary emulsion wrong, your emulsion is nonsense. If you get your primary emulsion wrong, nonsense. And major problem that appears, that occurs in primary emulsion is to get the right proportion of water, emulsifying agent or gum, and the oil. That is where the problem lies. To get the right proportional ratio of the what? The gum, there's a calculation you do there. Maybe I will send you a link of the lecture I did on that some time ago. So you can prepare your mind on how the lecture that is just preparation of primary emulsion. I'll drop the link in your group. Watch it so that when we come to class, you'll be able to understand it better. Is it clear? But the point I'm making is that if you get your primary emulsion wrong, forget it. If you get it wrong, forget it. So it's all about knowing how to, the right proportion of the water, the gum or the emulsifying agent you are using, and the what? Oil. And we have types of oil. Some oil we have fixed oil, we have volatile oil, we have mineral oil, we have a lot of oil. So the proportion that depends on the type of oil you are using. Don't worry, we'll get there. Let them not talk too much about that. Now let's go back. So these primary emulsifying agents, they are substances that are responsible for what? Initial formulation. They are substances that are responsible for what? Initial formation and stabilization of an emulsion. They are responsible for the initial formation and stabilization of what? Emulsion. That means, in another way, you can say that they are very important in what? Primary emulsion what? Formation. Is that clear? Is that clear? Is that clear? So they are primarily responsible for the initial formation and stabilization of what? An emulsion. There are many of them. In fact, when we go to this primary, secondary emulsion, hello, what? Any issue? Any problem? A wave of noise entered here now. Why? A wave entered here now. Why? You don't get me. You don't understand what? Everything. You're not serious.
The English is too hard.
If you open up and tell me you don't understand everything, you're not serious. She said everything. If you say everything, it's a sign that you're not serious. Huh? I know it's very important. We all know. We all know it's very, very what? Important. All right, so please, in my class, if your mission is to take note, I'm sorry for you. I'm just what? Sorry for you. Because you lose out. Your mission should be to listen and understand what I'm saying. So if there's a step you don't understand, you call me and say, sir, what you said now, I don't understand what you said. I'm not that you keep quiet to then maybe after like 1 hour, you say you don't understand everything. You're not serious then. Yes. That person is not what? Serious. One, the person's mind was somewhere. The person wasn't even with us at all. Because if you are in a class and they mix a step, immediately, as somebody is in that class, you ask question immediately. No, you said everything. Who knows what you meant? Everything is everything. True of us. That's what you said now. I heard everything. True of us. So please know how to express yourself. It's very important. Communication is very important. In this practice, communication is what? Paramount. Is what? Paramount. So learn how to do what? Communicate. What you have in mind is in your mind. Nobody cares about what you have in mind. It's what you communicate, right? Either by your words or your facial expression or your body language matters a lot. So communicate properly. So where did you say? Now we can talk now. So from where? Okay, all those things I was doing on the board here. See, anybody that don't understand this should go to first year organic chemistry. Please, I will advise you on something, please. Soon, I don't know. I heard something about tutorial. I don't know. Please, if you know you have issue in chemistry, physics, biology, mathematics, humble yourself. You have passed it. I don't know how you passed it. But humble yourself. I know what I'm saying. I know what I'm saying. Humble yourself and join first years in that tutorials. Humble yourself. Because it will keep haunting you in this profession. Your confidence level will keep drawing down because there are things you are lacking. There are things you jumped. Because our education system is in a mess. You jumped it. And you are carrying A1 chemistry. You don't know the structure for arcane. Because our education is useless. So if you are in that category, please, I beg you for your own good. And for the good of the practice and people you are going to meet tomorrow. The profession is beyond just giving drug to patient. This certificate you are clamoring to have, what it carries is more than just giving drug to people. Understand it. See, if you know you have issues with O level and you can't even, it's even better you don't even get a certificate. It's better you remain that normal 1 year. You just learnt it, than coming here, grab this thing without learning all those basics. It will affect you. One day you will embarrass yourself one day in public. I know what I'm saying. I know what I'm saying. So please, and you cannot hide forever. You cannot do what? Hide forever. You cannot hide forever. All things have passed away. Only God knows how you got that certificate. It's only you and God knows. But the point I'm making is that if you know, you don't know chemistry. I'm not talking about those that pass chemistry or physics. If you know you don't know it, please.
So what of if we are done?
Huh? Don't see. Listen carefully. If truly you know chemistry, and you yourself, listen carefully, enter hall by yourself, and wrote that chemistry physics O-level by yourself, and made that work by yourself, it's not possible. It's not. If they wake you up 10 years time, you can just go through it. 1 hour is enough to just go through it, to the textbook. All those things will come back again. I know what I'm saying. I'm not playing. I wrote my work year 2000. How many years ago? 25 years ago. My work was 25 years ago. Understand? So some of you were not born then. WAEC. Once I didn't write WAEC twice. Once. My result is there. Some of you said, if they ask you what is your WAEC result, some of you that wrote WAEC last year don't even know their scores in their result in their head. I know what I'm saying. Some that don't work last year, even this year, don't even know their results. It's because it's not their own. It's not their own. That's a fact. 25 years ago, I will list all my results here and tell you what I scored in all of them. Hello? Hi. Hello? Hi. 25 years ago, now, I can list all the O-level results. Tell you my scores, my grade in all of them. So the point I'm making is, hello? You may be doing like this. This opportunity by our thoughtful HOD will pass. Better if you start, please humble yourself. Just go there. Sit down and grab it. You will not regret it. You will not. For real. Because you will not have the opportunity again. Alright, so the issue why I brought this up is that anybody that said that you didn't understand what I did here did not write chemistry by him or herself. That's a fact. What I'm saying may be very strong. I like telling people the truth, whether I like it or not. I don't care. Man is to tell you the truth. Undiluted one. I'm not here to paint words with anybody. I'll tell you, hit it to you, one. So that in the next 10 years, you should remember say, this man told me the word, the truth. Are we together? So anybody that is having issues with here now, this thing is not our issue. The issue is your O-level. Nonsense you did there is your issue. Not this thing. Because this is what immediately I say substance, you only know what I'm talking about. True of us. Yes. So and I cannot come here and start teaching organic chemistry again, where we have things to do what? Cover. Am I communicating? Yes. I do that when I have time, but there's no time for that now. We have a lot of things. We are even behind. We are in the 4th week now, or 5th week, I think so. And we are still in the 2nd week on it. So 3rd week. So we are behind schedule. I cannot come here and start teaching you arcane now. No. Are we together? It's not what I'm here to do. I'm trying to. The point I'm making is that here, once the main skeleton or the nucleus, as the case may be, is not tampered with, it's just the substituent is being added or removed. That one is what? Semi-synthetic. You get the natural one and start adding or removing one or two constituents. The constituent can be OH group, or the functional group, as the case may be, can be OH group. It can be what? Hydrogen. Just as here, where 2 hydrogen is more added, right? Making it dihydro. Is that clear? But the atomic name is still what? There on Am I communicating? So that's the point I'm what? Making. That's the point I'm what? Making. Okay. All right, let's continue. Now, so we have examples. Is, I said that primary emotion. Are you recording my voice?
Yes, sir.
It's okay now. After please go through it, please. Let me not waste my time again, please. I'll talk about it. Please, if you're recording this, anything you miss, sit down and listen to it and make up your notes. I speak to those that don't understand. Maybe you could not understand what I say. I can explain, but not for them to go and start. I am not even calling notes, Seth. All right, so I know that those that did magic in their work will not like what I'm saying, but I don't care. You know, I told you, as time goes on, you may hate me. It will like me. That's who I am. I'll hit it to you hard. Hit it to you hard. Huh? Scared?
Yes.
How?
How? Because we came to come and learn.
Learn.
Yes.
Am I not teaching you?
You are teaching us, but there are some certain points you get. You reach that we didn't understand, and we have to ask.
No, you are getting me wrong. Hello.
You said you didn't care.
No. You are getting me wrong.
Okay, sir. Let me.
You are getting me wrong. Hello. Hello.
I'll keep short.
Hello. Listen. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
He misunderstood me.
Okay, sir.
He misunderstood. I said that those that did magic in their work will not like what I'm saying. Yes, they will not like what I'm saying. They may come in different way, but they will not like what I'm saying.
Those that did magic.
90%,
Okay.
or even 98, did nonsense in their work and they made work. We are not happy about it because it is killing us in this country. We are very serious about it. Very, very serious about it. We are very, very serious about it. And there are some things, listen carefully. There are some questions you will ask here. I know where you belong. It's as simple as that. There's some question you ask, I will know where you belong. I want to say, but I'll hit you first. So you sit down and see the danger you have put yourself and the country in.
Sir, most of them start feeling sorry for themselves.
The best story now is to start doing what I just said now.
Yes. Hide your desk.
That's the best story.
I want to say something.
I say it.
Sir, this is a health school.
Yes,
right?
yes.
The clinical school.
Yes, yes.
We want to achieve something.
Yes.
And let me shock you. Do you know that most of us here are not science students?
Yes.
Most of us here are science, are arts, both art and science.
Okay.
But because they want to gain their certificate, they divert. So most of them didn't even study chemistry. So, but they want to learn. They want to learn. So that is why they may find it difficult to comprehend what you are saying. Like this structure is not before. They may find it difficult to comprehend. So
then how did they hello? How did they get their work? No. See, this is the problem now. You are the problem too.
That's not the problem.
You are the problem. See, if you have such mentality, you are the problem too. Now let me tell you how you are the problem too. Let me tell you how you are the problem too. Am I communicating?
Yes, sir.
Let me tell you how you are the problem too. If you are not a science student, you were not a science student, what are you doing here? Must you be here? Wait. That's number one. Then number two, you are here by your choice. By choice, wonderful. Then there are not normal process you should follow before you can be qualified to be here. You would not follow that process. Second crime. Then you are now here. I'm coming. Then, now you are now here with audacity and confidence. You are telling me you not do science. How will you understand this? Third crime. Excuse me. Listen carefully. As I am now, I cannot just wake up. If I say I want to be a barrister tomorrow, I did not write anything. What I want to do was on my mind from the beginning, that this is where I want to belong to. Then tomorrow again, I now want to switch over to accountancy. Even accountancy is only principles of account that I did not do. Or I want to become a barrister tomorrow. First of all, I must calm down first. Know what I should know. It's not to go and get WAEC. It's not getting WAEC. That should not be my first target. My first target is to do what? Let me know CRK well. Know government well. I'll plan it well. Because I know that I did not do it. I must calm down first and plan it and study it. Not just about passing the exam, but knowing it, because when I enter that law, there are a lot of things I will be seeing. I will have issue because I don't have the foundation. But most of us don't think about those ones. What we know is that let me just get it. Why I can anyhow. Anyhow we get it, no problem. Then you do it anyhow and come here. And come here and telling me that you don't know. It's wrong. That's what I'm making. It's very, very wrong. If nobody has told you, I'm telling you now, no, it's wrong. It's very, very wrong. Forget it. Tomorrow you may damble all these things here, finish. And maybe here, there may be a link to one private university. Listen carefully. There may be a link to one private university because you double what you are doing here, because just as you said now, standard will be watered. That's the meaning. Because there are some that may share this same mentality with you, which I refuse to share with you. Now, because of that, there are some people that don't have, you dabble into all these things and end up entering private university linked to this school for your what? Pharmacy. That's where you now see a pharmacist that doesn't know the structure of propane. How does that sound? And you know that private university, private school, there are things they just maneuver that is not obtainable in government institution. I know what I'm saying. Quote me anywhere. I am into school system. Quote me anywhere. I know what I'm saying. Then you will now see a pharmacist that will get here tomorrow that doesn't know the structure. Important things you should know as a pharmacist. Tomorrow he will be on a national telly to go and say one or two things, and he cannot. No. Please, I beg in the name of God. Foundation. See, if you miss your O level, forget it. This country is like this. The moment you start having issues with O level, that's when the problem of this country. If you have an elderly person, go and ask the person about Expo 77. That's the beginning of the problem of this country. Am I communicating? So what I stand against, if I don't, there are some things you may sweat about. There are some things I don't mean sweat. That's where the origin of I don't care comes. I don't care how you feel about it. Am I communicating? Because I may not save our nation alone, but in my lifetime, the little I can do, I'll do it. When my time is gone, I'll go. It will be on record that I did my what? Oh, see. I don't know if I've quoted Nelson Mandela's this in your class before. Have I? No. Google what Nelson Mandela said about education and the nation. It's simple. Google it. Nelson Mandela said, if you want to destroy a nation, you don't need atomic bomb. You don't need missiles to destroy a nation. You don't need all those things. Those things can just destroy the buildings or structures. But if you want to destroy a nation, target their education system. Destroy their education system. He didn't stop at that level. He did not stop there. He didn't ask. I'm not quoting it. I am paraphrasing it. He now said, how? He now went ahead to tell us how to destroy education system of a nation. Do you know what he said? Nelson Mandela said that the way to destroy education system of a nation is to allow students to cheat in examination. That's what he said. Simple. There's no long story. There's no long story. So, you now, before you talk something, see where somebody is coming from. I am an educator. I know the harm. This nonsense has caused this nation. I know. So when I'm talking about it, I don't look at your face, whether you are happy about it. I don't care. Because people that truly, it's only those that are product of that will not be happy with what I'm saying. Because they came out of it and are even planning for their own children or their own continue the same nonsense. So they will not be happy with what I'm saying. But I don't care. Even if I am the lonely voice, the only voice in the way that I'm shouting about it, I'll keep shouting it until I die. Whether it made any change or not, I don't care. I've said my own. Tomorrow you blame bankers, you blame politicians, you blame pharmacists, you blame doctors that don't know what they are doing. This is where it starts from. You blame those entrusted with responsibility and they compromise standard. If you cheat in an exam, there's nothing you cannot compromise tomorrow. If you have that mindset, there's nothing you cannot compromise. But if you have the mindset that this exam is what I know and this is what I'm going to write. If you have that mindset, there is still that you are to be able to swing easily. It's not that easy. To compromise will not be that easy. So, if you ask a question that there's what if you are teaching and a question comes up that needs understanding based on what we are doing, is it fair not together? Am I communicating? But if you go and there's some question once I detect a lapse, I call it out. I don't waste time. I don't waste time. I will call it out first, so that if you are part of it, you go and think twice and change that mentality. I'm not here to paint you, make you to feel good. No, I'm here to make you to get the best. It's also part of getting the best, because it will still affecting you till tomorrow. It will keep affecting you till when? Tomorrow. All right, so now under primary emulsifying agents, you have your what? Examples, like I said, there are a lot of them, but I just pick out some so as to not take you too far into it. So I don't go too advanced. Yes, so that I can limit you at this level. But yeah, as time goes on, when the need for more comes up, we can also go there. But I wouldn't want us to remain in one. Then, if you watch the outline, the depth of things to cover. But each of them, the idea is just to pick them, make you know them, not so deep. Am I communicating? Some of these things we are doing here under one semester in some schools, in some pharmacy school, you do it for like 2 semesters because they are going what? Deep. Am I communicating? The idea is just to make you at least know that such thing what exists, so that when you now open your textbooks or whatever material you have, or even in future, you'll be able to say, okay, yes, I know about this, I know little of this, I know little of this, but not so deep as a specialist in that field. Now, so we have lecithin. I think I mentioned lecithin in our last class, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so lecithin is a natural emulsifier. It's gotten from soybeans or egg yolk. Soybean or what? Egg yolk here. Another primary one is sodium steroid lactylate. Let me write on the board. This one is not your secondary school organic chemistry. You see now? It's not a secondary school organic chemistry. But there's one I will see. I will not even write on the board for you. Are we together? This one is a bit advanced, right? Sodium steroid lactylate. Steroid lactylate. Then another one is your polysorbate 80 is also, remember I mentioned polysorbate 80 under semi-synthetic, right?
Yes.
It's also under this primary emulsifying agent. Polysorbates. Example, polysorbate 80. Polysorbate 80 is also there. So this primary emulsifying agent actually help to do what? Create a stable primary emulsion. They help to create a stable primary emulsion. They have to create a stable primary emulsion. So how do they do that? They do that by promoting the dispersion of one phase into the other. So they promote dispersion of one phase, oil phase, into the water phase, or water phase into the oil phase, as the case may be. So that's basically what they do, so that they can form a stable emulsion. Remember I told you the difference between dispersion and dissolution. Dispersion and dissolution. Dissolution forms a homogeneous mixture, while dispersion forms a heterogeneous mixture. So if something cannot dissolve, you say it disperse. Okay? You say what? To disperse the thing. But if the thing can dissolve, that you cannot even see that now, and it's molecule. Are you aware that if something dissolves, let's say something dissolves in water, it blends with the substance of the water, that even if you use filter paper, you cannot filter anything out of it. True of us. All of them will pass through, because it's a level of micro. It's a level of micro dispersion. It's a level of micro Micro. My. That's why everything will pass through the what? Filter. You must have done that thing in your first semester. 251, right? Colloidal dispersion, right? That's one at the micro level, right? That's what solution. That's what solution. Put the filter paper, everything will do what? But there's one that if you put it will not dissolve, it will disperse, right? That one is a level of what? Macro, right? Once you put it, the other one will come out, will filter out, right? While the clear solution will go down. True of us. All right, so let's look at secondary emulsifying agents. Let's look at what secondary emulsifying agents. Here, of course, okay, this agent, this agent may not be as effective as the primary one, but what they do is that they can enhance the stability of what? Of an emulsion already formed. Okay, they can enhance. Remember I told you that you form primary emulsion first before you continue adding other things, right? Now this one I just there. They are on their own. They are not as effective. What are you doing? You're going what? What are you going? Okay. And you are googling, and what I'm saying, are you listen to what I'm saying? Can't you google that at home? When you are studying, can't you keep that to your phone and be googling it when you are now reading what you already have? Not when I'm teaching you are googling. You are setting yourself. Because if you hear me teach, so you can know exactly the direction you are going. I don't know. I advise you just keep that to your phone and listen. You say what? Where's your note? All right, please. You say what? Please, there's something. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
See, you are in a professional course, hope you know. You are in a professional what? Course. It's not handout. This course is not an handout based course, hope you know. Are you aware? It's a professional course. Sometimes I even find it difficult to even give the handout because I see it as limiting my students. But just for you to have that direction, I just try to put something. That thing makes me feel as if I'm limiting you. My own is to come here, open your eyes, give you direction, you explore. Are we together? Yes. And that's why you are a what? Professional. So you can explore and not limiting yourself to that thing in that. This is a professional. You are trained to be professionals. If I'm doing that, I'm just trying to figure. I'm just trying to see if I can. That's why, even if the one I'm going to give you, even if you print yourself, now you go tired because the money you go use print yourself, you go wrong. Am I communicating? That's why I don't want to print and give you. Because it will be too expensive for you. But basically, we are not here for what? Handout. That's what I want to correct. Remove handout from your mind. Focus on trying to. I like what you're doing, you know. But you're doing it at the wrong time. That's the and you're still doing it now. What I'm doing is okay, but at the wrong time. This is time to listen. Okay? It's time to listen. Very important. Because do you know what it does to you? Sometimes you may be in class because you think of handout, you remove your mind from whatever is going on in class. what you are this man should do first and give us handouts. It's not, we are not here for handouts. Even that handout itself is just there to lay foundation for you. Second time you are leaving this class. Second time. I don't understand you. You can go. You can go. So please, I dissuade your mind from it. That's what I'm making. Dissuade your mind from it. Let's come to class, listen to lectures, share first, listen to grab first hand information. Then, as the lecture is going on, you can think of how can I source more information on this? This is what I want you to have. I want to build yourself now. How I source information about this, more information about this. Even if I'll give you material, it will guide you to explore. Not just about coming here to write exam and pass exam. No. And if you are here for certificate, please remove that thing from your mind first. Keep it somewhere. Certificate will ultimately come finally. But it's not that, if not, there have no need course coming here. You just come and register and go. Then when you go, after like 3 years, we tear it and give you. We will not even stay up to 3 years safe. Maybe after 1 year, we just tear it and give you. But PCN say no, that is not the issue. True of us, you can go to PCN if it's actually if that is the main thing. You can go to PPCN, they will tear it and give you. Highest you pay for the exam. True of us, they will tear it and do what? Give you and go your way. But please, it is a professional course. It's pharmacy we're talking about. Forget the target, the art technician there. This is pharmacy diploma. This is pharmacy. You are a pharmacy. So it's not to come and get a certificate. No. It goes beyond that. It goes beyond that. Please, I beg the name of God. Because from experience, I've been in this field, in this lecturing pharmacy technician for a chunk of years. Some students come to me personally to confess. They be like, sir, hey, do you know what I was, and when I was coming here, I thought we just come here, register, do chan, we graduate, and they give us certificates. But sir, it's pharmacy you people are teaching us. I said, hey, now before uncle, what did you think you came here to do? Because tomorrow, that your license will make you enter different pharmaceutical outlets where the pharmacist may not even be around. It's you and the patient will be there, eyeball to eyeball. What will you do? And maybe you have one part-time chemist where you are. No, it's not. That is not the practice. That thing you are doing in that part is not a practice, because they are seeing you now as a professional. How will you communicate now as a professional? You can't be doing that thing you are doing when you have one chemist shop. No, they will run away from you because then what is the difference? They will see no what difference. They say, let me continue with where I was going before, in that woman that used to miss one drug for me, because no difference. So if you are not well equipped here, tell me how am I going to do it? So it's not the certificate. Clear it from your mind first. I beg you. If you have not, please do that. Then those that have cleared the issue, help others to clear it from your mind. That's what I'm making. So I say that the secondary this one on their own, they are not as effective on their own as the primary one, okay? But they actually help in the sense that they are there. Maybe after the primary emulsion is formed already, they can do what? Enhance stability of an emulsion. They can enhance stability of an emulsion formed by the primary what? once. Okay? Am I concrete? They can enhance the what? The stability of the emulsion, only form, the primary emulsion formed by the. So that's the basic things they do. Are we together? Sometimes they can work by thickening. They can work by thickening. They can work by what? Thickening the continuous phase. By thickening the what? Continuous phase. And ultimately providing additional stabilization. So that's basically what they do. But on their own, if you go and use them and start, if you go and use them and say you want to use them to go and do your primary emulsion, I'm sorry for you. I am what? Sorry for you. You and this your phone.
I'm not pressing. I'm checking the time.
Okay. What's time? 11 o'clock. Our time has even elapsed. So I just have one or two things to say. Then we call it a day. So examples, we have hydrocolloids. We have hydrocolloids like xanthan gum. I mentioned it last time. Xanthan gum, guar gum, agar. Hydrocolloids, yeah. They are under hydrocolloids. Then you now examples. They are under what? Hydrocolloids. Examples. You've done these things now, right? Good. I like that. You good. I like that. It makes the class easier. You know it's sweet. It's sweet if you pass through a stage and you are going lecturer. It makes it easier so that as we are talking, it will be easier. Not me coming there to be teaching what you should be. What are you doing? Okay. So we also have proteins. Examples of those under proteins, we have something like what? Whey protein. Yeah, protein. Yeah. Whey protein. Okay, sorry. These hydrocolloids, of course, you know what they do now. Hydrocolloids increase what? Viscosity of the what? Continuous phase. Hydrocolloid increased viscosity of the what? Continuous phase. Then the protein help to protein stabilize the emulsion by what? Forming a film. The proteins form a film around the what? Droplets. Film. Around the what? Droplets. That's what they do. Then we have surfactants. So other surfactants. I wouldn't want to go into that. We have the cationic surfactant and ionic surfactant. There are many of them. You can Google that one. You can check any dispensing textbook to know all those ones. All these are cationic and anionic, all those ones. So I think this is where we'll stop for today. In our next class, we enter our fourth week, I think so. Next time we enter our fourth week, that's where we're now going to preparation of what? Primary preparation of emulsion. Thank you. I will start from that. Thank you for reminding me. Sorry, I said I will start from that. So after that, now we'll now enter the preparation of the emulsion. Please, someone can just remind me so I can remember. I can drop the link I said I will drop. So you can watch, for those that have data, you can watch those ones. I know it's very expensive now. That's why I say for those that have the data. You need.
It's not by force, now.
Yes. Okay, I can do that for you. How many will I give that here? How many?
No, it's only me.
Only you. As who? Okay, as my daughter. Okay. From today, you have become my daughter because of that.
No.
Are you sure? All right. So, please, I said for those that have that, not. Yeah, that's my problem. I'll drop the link now. If you have watched, if you don't have, don't watch. No problem now. If you, hello, you just say link.
You share the stuff.
My own is to drop it. Your own is to watch if you want. Huh? Okay, I should share my data with you. Then you use your own for TikTok. Then I'll share my own with you. Okay, now. 6 cents. 6 cents. The data I should use for my research, I will share with her. Then her own data, she should use it for TikTok. God bless you. Hello, listen carefully. Please, I nearly forgot. Please listen. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Please, I nearly forgot something important. Please listen. Listen, please. Your class rep send me some list of those that have paid. Please listen carefully, please. If you have paid for this, I am with your names already. Please, I want you to DM me, okay? If your name is on a list, if your name is not on a list and you DM me, you are in trouble. If your name, because I will check it too, I check everything. If your name is on that list, please DM me. Then what I want you to do, just do one thing for me. If you don't have, what is it called? If you don't have Telegram, please install it. Please ensure that your name is what you use in the what? In your Telegram, because you know that. What is it?
Public cheesy. I am using
Hello? Please, hello? You know, it's a free word, hope you know. Hello? Why making noise now? You know, this life is so simple. It's we that cause issue for ourselves. You can do whatever you want to do. You are free, right? Yes. Then me, I am also free to do whatever I want to do. What I want to do. So I said I am on Telegram and I use any name I like. 3 of us. Please use the name so that I can identify you on what? Telegram. That's the point. So once you do that, DM me. Am I communicating? That's all.
You should DM me on Telegram.
Or WhatsApp. Sorry, no verse. DM me on Telegram, please. Not WhatsApp, please.
So what's your Telegram handle?
My Telegram.
Chetanna.
Chetanna TV. You can use my number. You can use my listing at Chetanna TV. And my number can work. This can also work, okay? Please, I beg you. If you DM me and I am seeing kinky baby, I don't know who you are. There's no kinky. What's that? Is this WhatsApp?
No, it's Telegram.
See it here now.
Is this one?
T at Chetanna TV now.
Let me see.
Is that clear?
Today is 6:30.
Is that clear? Please. So that one, once you do that, leave the rest for me, okay? Once you DM me, leave the rest for me. Then I'll add it to where you will see the lecture materials. Okay? So those that have not paid, anytime you pay, you add it there, you see it. Then for your quiz, We have entered third week.
Yes.
Our quiz has started. See, my quiz is not, I don't do open quiz like this. It's one-on-one. In this class. Hello? First factor, listen carefully. Are we together?
Yeah.
You have 12 quizzes to write this semester. Listen carefully. Just listen. You have 12 quizzes to write to make up your CA. That 12 quizzes, if you decide to wait till before the exam, it's your business. If you want to be writing it as they go, it's your business. All I know is that by God's grace, from tomorrow, unless something happens that I'm not that I will not be able to come around, I will inform you. But under normal circumstances, between 4 and 6 p.m., I will sit down here. I'll sit down in the evening in any of the classes. Listen. Hey, what's your problem? Listen, now I'm still talking. Please, you are in what? Second year. This market women mentality should go. What's all this? Do you know that being educated is not just about this thing that we do on the board, though? It's how you carry yourself. There are things that's how you do. People where did this person school? Are you sure the person went through the walls of the school? I'm here talking, you are just grabbing the words as if am I true? I say you have from now till the end of the what? A day before the beginning of the second semester exam. You have from now. If your second semester starts on 10th, let's say 10th April, for example now, okay? You have from tomorrow, till 9th what? April. To do your CA. Period. So if there will be this semester exam, that one is separate. We'll do that one as a class. But any other part of your CA that is not this semester exam, between 4 and 6 p.m., I will be here. I will be in the class, sitting down. Me too. I read. I study too. So that's it. I will bring that time to study. If you come around, I'll give you your own. You write and go. Am I communicating? When again?
Yes, sir.
I say from now till you are what? So which one is when again? I'm confused.
Like, you'll be in school 4 to 6. Is it every day or just Wednesday?
Every day I'm here.
Every day.
I'm here. If I'll not be here, is that not the first thing I told you? That if I'll not be here, I'll do what? Inform you, true of us. So why is this one again? No. If you cannot make out such thing from now to your exam, you're not serious. Hello? For my CA, 4 to 6 p.m. If you cannot make out from now to your 9th exam, forget it.
So I can write my own myself CA said this.
If you want, it's your choice. But we are not doing like now, as we have covered first, second, and third week. Now, the quiz that are open now is the first to the third quiz. Am I concluding? As we have covered first, second, and third week. Am I concluding? The quiz that are open now is first, second, and what? Third quiz. If you like tomorrow, if you want to write the 3 of them, it's your business. If it's one you want to write, all you know is that every week I'll be publishing your scores. You'll be seeing all your scores so far. Or if it's possible, sir, if I can be doing it every day, we'll be seeing updates on your scores in the WhatsApp group. Am I communicating? So if you decide that you do your two of them in one day, maybe before the exam, you see your own is to come and sit down and give you right. Am I communicating? If you're not prepared for it, if you're prepared for it, if you want to be doing it every week, you do your own. All I know is that 4 to 6 p.m. I'm here. Anything that will take me out of this place, I will inform. I'll drop it in the group that I will not be around, so that you don't bother coming or start asking me, sir, will you be around? Just know that once you don't see any message, I'll be here. 4 to what? 6 p.m. Am I communicating? Then, for those that say that they don't have time, if you don't have time 4 to 6 p.m. from now till 8 April, you're not serious. There's no mincing of word about that. You're not what? Serious. It's as simple as that. So you must, even if you 1 day or 2 days, you should be able to have time for it. You're a student. Have time for what? I didn't say every day. I say choose time of your choice. Am I communicating? And if from 9th April, once it is 9th April, let's assume, I'm not saying your exam will start this time, but let's assume the exam is on 10th April. Once it's 10th April morning, I'll post your final CA. And once I post your final CA, that is the end. Nobody should come to me for CA again. You see your final score for your CA. Then wait for your exam. Is that clear? Yes. So that is what I want you to know. Then another thing you will do for me is this. Another thing you do for me, are we together? Yes, sir. Another thing you will do for me is this. Are we together? Yes, sir. What is she discussing? Are you sure? Now, see what to do for me, eh? The quiz is just OBJ questions, MCQ. 10 questions, please, just 10 questions. 5 minutes. 10 questions. I don't play with my 30 seconds per question. I don't joke with it. Hello? I don't joke with my 30 seconds per word question. Have I told you about it? I have. So please, 10 questions, 5 minutes. Please remember, it's your choice, so you can write. If you don't want to write, no problem. It's not by force. Are we together? Then secondly, what you do is this. Please, I want you to, this transparent bag. This one they sell 200 now. Shey?
5.
Is it 500 now?
I said 5.
5.
Is it 5?
That one they write clear bag now.
5.
Yeah, my clear bag. File are different types.
Do you know the one they write my clear bag?
5.
Hello, please listen carefully. Listen carefully. If you are coming for your quiz, the first time you are coming for your quiz, the first time. Please, if you don't know the one they call clear bag, my clear bag, go and ask the market. They write it. It's transparent. You can see what is inside. Yes. If you are coming for your quiz, the first time you are coming, please come with it. What? What's going on here? Is my voice, friends?
You are scaring us, sir.
Scaring? Yes! It's because you have been overcome by. The truth cannot be told you. Yes. I'm not scaring anybody. If you choose to be scared, you'll be scared, okay? But the only thing I promise you is this. The only promise I will make you. Is this. If you judiciously follow what you are doing here, mark today's date. You come back and tell me, sir, thank you. You come back and do that. Write today's date by yourself somewhere. You come back and say, thank you, sir. I'm not committed. See, you cannot pass through me and be doing nonsense. I'm sorry. It's either you pass through me or you do what?
You pass behind him.
Good. You must do one. And for you to pass through me, you must learn it. You must do what?
Learn
it. There's no two words about it. I'm sorry. There's no two words about that.
Yeah.
Okay? People have their own ways. I'm not saying that I am best, I am the best, I am the worst. But people have their own what? Pattern. This is my what? Pattern. I'm sorry.
Yes, sir.
So, and what you do, just that first day, please. If you are coming for the first day for your quiz, please come with that. I need it. Yes. But at the end of the semester, you understand why I need it. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
For you, if possible, if you can get a masking tape, are we together? Listen to me.
Yes, sir.
If you can get a masking tape, not if you can, get a masking tape, put it, write your name on it, your full name and your what? Reg number before you submit to me. Is that clear? Just put masking tape on it, write your full name and your what? Reg number, then you submit it. Then for those, for your course material, please. If you have not provided, if you're not come with the clear bag, and or have not paid for your course material, don't come for the quiz. Wait until you are ready. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
If you have not paid for your course material, and or if you're not coming with the clear bag, don't come, because I will not attend to you. Just wait until you are ready with the two of them. Is that clear?
Yes.
So please don't be scared unless if you choose to be afraid, no problem. You can be afraid then. After the fear will go, you continue. But there's no need for you to be what? Afraid. There's no need for you to be what? Afraid. I know why you're afraid. I'm a teacher. I've assessed. I have assessed you guys even before giving you exam. I know why you are afraid. Don't be afraid. Okay? There's no. Just follow instruction and you'll be fine. And in my quiz, please, if you are writing, all you need to do is just write. If it's A, you write A. If it's B, write B. Don't write and cancel for me. If it's A, be careful about what you are writing. If it's A, if it's A you are choosing, you choose what? A and leave it like that. If you choose, you may decide to use pencil. See what I mean by pencil? I mean, if you're not sure of yourself, you may decide to use pencil, then before you submit, you can now. But if you use pencil, finish, and forget to write it well, you have failed it. So be careful. So if you are using pencil, be careful. Is that clear? So those that have actually paid for the material, please do what I ask you to do then, so you can have access to the materials. Those ones that are ready yet, for now. All right, thank you very much.
Sorry.